Yeah, 34-year-old Army vet Trenton Lofton was arrested after police found bombs at his home in Atmore. From the impacts here at the port to the impacts on commuters, Governor Ivey plans to work with Trump to raise the federal dollars for the I-10 bridge project. Yeah, that's right. The three-vehicle collision that involved a police officer happened right behind me here on Government Boulevard. Now, an MPD supervisor on the scene tells me that the officer was on his way to help assist in a pursuit just prior to the accident. Yeah, here in Dauphin Island on Thursday morning, a 75-year-old man lost his life while trying to save his 5-year-old grandson from drowning. Dauphin Island officials are telling us that due to Milton's impacts along the Gulf, the waters here are rougher and also led to an increased risk of rip currents. The City of Preachers kicked off Christmas tonight. We've had some music, some dancing, and we got Santa right here. Santa, you mind if I take a selfie with you real quick?
Santa been doing this about 25 years.
I know, you're used to it.
What you want for Christmas?
Some more money. I need money.
No money? I understand.
I need money. Yeah, that's right. Lawyer and Beatrice native Caroline Dobson's campaign is focusing on the economy and minimizing crime while she fights Shamari Figures for a spot in the House of Representatives. Yeah, that's right. The suspect shot by U.S. Marshals was wanted for murder in Orlando, Florida. Now take a look here. This is the truck the suspect was in. You can see several bullet holes on both sides of the truck, several more on the front windshield. A witness told me that she saw law enforcement box the truck in, and that's when the shooting began in the parking lot.
So I saw the white truck come over across, and then undercover, whatever, unmarked car came up behind it and hit him. And then from the front, another one came up and boxed him in, and then all of a sudden you just hear and see the smoke from the gunfire.
U.S. Marshals and the suspect exchanged fire, but we don't know yet who shot first. This happened right at lunchtime in a very busy shopping center, more than 24 hours after a violent standoff between a suspect and law enforcement.
And I was just thinking the same thing that immediately went to my mind, oh no, not another day of this in our town.
Many bullets were flying and also struck the Saraland Public Library, shattering the windows. Fortunately, no one else was injured. And the suspect was taken to a hospital, but we don't know yet of his condition. In Saraland, Hunter Hayes, WKRG News 5. That's right, I'm at Saraland City Hall tonight, where locals and city members are here to discuss a possible 1,500 plus home project on Celeste Road. The city members are also voting on a moratorium to maybe be put in place while they evaluate this huge decision for this growing community. Citizens of Saraland dressed in red shared their concerns about a major future development in housing on Celeste Road. Developers Southwind Subdivision and Lee Rogers have expressed interest in building over 1,500 homes off Celeste Road. Concerns like traffic, wildlife, and safety were sounded off as each person came to the podium to speak on issues they feel the city faces and are afraid it will be too much growth to handle at one time.
I think that if we plan growth, and as multiple people mentioned, that we not allow cramming multiple homes in small spaces. Those of us that live on Celeste Road and Ratcliffe Road have space.
The city members will be voting on a pause for these housing projects. If passed, this will give 6 months for the city council to evaluate any issues that Saraland faces. Issues that locals feel will be abandoned if this project goes forward.
The traffic right now is already getting pretty bad. Several times a day I don't even come to town because of the traffic. The places that they're wanting to build the communities, we have a lot of bears, a lot of deer, a lot of wildlife in the area. And we're, displacing them from their habitat.
I also spoke with Saraland's Mayor Howard Rubenstein to see how they will evaluate these issues if this moratorium is passed.
The purpose of this is to let's just catch our breath. We're going to look at doing a formal traffic study, seeing what volume of homes our current roads can support. We're going to look at possibility of doing some kind of controls as far as the rate of growth, making sure our zoning ordinance, our subdivision regulations are appropriate for just making sure we have quality growth.
Now, we have reached out to both developers of these projects but have not received any message back. In Saraland, Hunter Hayes. Yeah, former Bayou La Batre police officer B.J. Squires was indicted on charges of rape and sexual abuse today. District Attorney Keith Blackwood says the alleged victim came forward after seeing many recent accusations being made on social media. William B.J. Squires is accused of having sex with a 14-year-old girl in 2005, before he was an officer. Squires was 19 at the time. Squires was fired from the Bayou La Batre Police Department in October. The mayor told us the termination was due to, quote, behavior unbecoming of a police officer. Mobile District Attorney Keith Blackwood had a message for victims who are afraid to come forward.
I just want to encourage anybody that might be watching out in the community. It doesn't matter how long it's been. If there's something that you feel like you need to report to our office or to law enforcement, we want anyone that may be a victim out in the community to do that.
Squires is currently booked in Metro Jail. Now, B.J. Squires' bond is set at $110,000. In downtown Mobile, Hunter Hayes, WKRG News 5.